Welcome back to Twitero. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And looking at comments on the community page, one of the comments that came through was, are the Democrats going to show any spine in the next month or so? Kim from the two of you literally just put up a video on Saturday, I think it was, or Friday or Saturday, basically saying the window's closing. Yeah. And it's true. The states in the next week or two are going to start certifying elections. And it's already past the date that individual candidates can challenge elections. So if the Democrats are going to do anything, now it's time to poop or get off the pot.
So we want to do a reading. Are the Democrats going to grow a set?
Yeah.
Seriously. Guys, seriously. We're done playing around. We're done with our little feeling sorry for ourselves nonsense. And I'm not talking to the audience. I'm talking to the politicians. You guys, seriously, grow a goddamn pair.
It's funny. Kamala Harris's mantra was, if we fight, we win. Are you fighting? Because if you do, you're going to win. And the other part is, people give me a hard time because I have admiration for Liz Cheney. The Democrats on the January 6th committee could stand to learn something from her. That woman is driven. She's not going to take no for an answer. And she's going to drill down and find out what happened and make damn sure the people who perpetrated the January 6th insurrection were going to meet justice for it. Because for her, party over politics. But in that case, it was no longer party over politics, because that was the division between the conservatives versus MAGA. And for her, it's personal because she wants to get rid of MAGA from the Republican Party. She wants it to be the party conservatives again. And if she can hold their feet to the fire, oh, brother, she will. Will the Democrats get beyond looking at their feelings and self-reflection and actually say, wait a minute, get a little bit of outrage, say this thing was stolen from us and we're taking it back. You can't just take something that belongs to us and parade it around saying you won.
So I will probably, once again, I've got on the community page, the links to President Biden and Vice President Harris's email accounts. Maybe I'll post a new link and we'll give them another round of what for.
Give them waves, man.
It's so frustrating to not see anything coming from the White House saying that, something's not quite right. We've got the intelligence agencies looking at this. We've got the Republic of Georgia. Is it Romania that just had an election? Yeah. Where they're like, hey, wait a minute here. Things aren't looking right. How many times do I have to club you over the head before you start realizing that there might be something worth looking into?
Right.
And it's wonderful that Kamala Harris says you got to keep up the fight, and if you fight, you win. But you know what? You got to lead by example too.
And if anybody could do it, it would be her.
Yeah. We can all dump on Trump all day long and twice on Sundays, and today is Sunday. But the one thing you could give him a nod is he at least fought. The problem was once he didn't have any, once there was proof that there was no election interference, he kept fighting, right? So he didn't know when to stop.
And look how effective it was. Mm-hmm. He's convinced a third of the population the election was stolen in 2020.
Yeah.
And, we're convinced, but we won't actually do anything about it.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's beyond my power.
Except that we can send a shit ton of emails.
We can send an email. That's about the best we can do.
Yeah.
And pontificate on this YouTube channel.
Yes. And we pontificate we shall.
With the best of them.
But today, for entertainment purposes only, and as a bit of frustration and anger, will the Democrats grow a set? Would you like to throw that, or would you like me?
I gotta look at the energy. Let's look at the energy around the Democratic Party with regards to the 2024 election and how are they feeling right now.
Grow a pair.
Well, there's some passion. There's some, anger, some tears. There's strong emotions around this. But there's that acceptance. We guess we lost. I thought our message was universal, but oh God, there's some strong things, but it's crossed by having to accept the election. But underneath it all, they know it was stolen. Those three cards there basically summarized our whole intro.
Yeah.
They know there's something wrong. They're angry about it, but their nature is to say, well, we'll make the best out of this. It's only a couple years and we'll do. No, fight. In the past, you got the Queen of Pentacles. It's always looking to take care of people, looking to make sure people's needs are met. That's been kind of the Democratic tenet, is making sure people are okay. They've got enough money, they've got health, things, women and children. And this should have been the women and children election. Current situation is the Chariot. They're getting ready to move on, whether that's an investigation or move on with the election and accept the results. It depends on who's pushing harder on these things. But the thing to remember, this is about women and children. This should be driving this card, not this card. Overarching energy is the Six of Cups. But we've always accepted our losses, nostalgia, peaceful transfers of power, yada, yada, yada. There's a complacency in with this.
Yeah, they're living in they're not in the present.
They're living in the past. And, great. What worked, and I don't know how far back in the past you have to go to find free and fair elections. Because I say, oh, well, what about the 70s? Well, with Nixon. Well, what about the 50s or the 40s? There's always going to be dirt in politics, and there's cheating going on. Frankly, there's cheating going on. It's just that the magnitude is greater than we've ever seen. The lesson to be learned is the World card. You can give up. You can let this thing go. You can give up and just accept it, or you can fight and put an end to it. And I think that's, again, the dueling factions here. There are probably two fairly vocal factions. One that's saying, we've got to do something about this. We can't accept these results. They impact the world. And the other that's like, hey, we have to accept these results and move on. We'll get them on the next one. This isn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
Two of Cups. Do both those sides come together? Do the Republicans and the Democrats unite in resistance against Trump? There is an agreement here. I'm not seeing a strong movement. There's going to be an agreement between these two things. I think they're going to let it go. If this was the Lovers card, where it's a major arcana, I could see a big shift. This almost looks like an acceptance of, well, we'll do the best we can to work with our Republican colleagues and try and make do. I don't like saying this, by the way. This grinds on me like nobody's business.
But you can look on the bright side.
I don't see a bright side on this.
We thought Kamala was going to win the election. We've been wrong before.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, you can be quite encouraged by that reading.
Yeah. Just like we thought Kamala was going to win, and I'm looking at this like they're going to roll and just take it. Could be wrong, but somebody's going to have to show some spine.
Yeah, it's like you said. I think that last card could just be, we'll handle this in the Senate, or in Congress. Will that there's going to be enough regular non-MAGA Republicans that aren't going to go down this path because Trump is a quote unquote lame duck president if he doesn't try.
But at the same time, he sends out a mean tweet and then bomb threats and threats against your family come out, and it was not like a Republican has shown an iota of spine in the last 8 years. Yeah, the two that did are no longer in Congress.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
and the third one in the Senate's dead.
Okay, so my reading is: will the Democrats grow a pair and go ahead and challenge this damn thing? Versus, we'll just work with Trump and we, the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. Okay, will they grow a pair? Knight of Wands. Okay, we're gonna take some action. As Dave said in a previous reading that we did earlier, I think on Friday we did a reading. It's like, I wish it was a Knight of Swords.
Yeah.
Knight of Wands. Okay, hey, they are taking actions. The Foundation's reading, if they're going to grow a pair, they're taking actions at growing a pair. The challenge is the Strength card. which is an interesting challenge.
That's is the challenge. Growing a pair is showing strength.
Yeah. The challenge is, this is not how we normally do things. I think that's kind of the challenge there.
Now, just to put it out there, and not to offend anyone, because growing a pair is a very masculine term.
It
you
is
know
a
what
term,
I mean?
but I've had women in the comments saying that. So
it's just in the vernacular. Like, men have a pair, therefore they're tough, and women don't have a pair, therefore they're not. That's not what's meant by this. It's just like you have to show that strength of character. Certainly, there are. If it's a strong woman versus a strong man over a subject, who's going to win? My money's on the woman. I will do that every time, and a part of this really has to be women standing up and saying, "No, fight this." Mm-hmm. Women close ranks. They have each other's backs. They are united. Get together and fight. Don't roll over.
Yeah.
Show some strength.
Yep. And if you have a pair and a woman kicks you in the pair,
yeah, exactly.
There's
a downside to having a pair.
You get really debilitated if that pair gets the boot. So that's the challenge, though, is that this is not what the Democrats are used to. They're used to being kind and gentle. No, the time for kind and gentle is past. Now it's the time to be the lion. Yeah. Underneath it is the sun card.
They know what happened.
Yeah, the truth. They know the truth.
Yeah, and
it's out there. They've already seen it. It's out there for everyone to see. Their concern could be the democracy, what the impact of this. But will they grow a pair? They know they have to. And some strong cards here.
That's a great card.
In the past, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, Sword of Truth, Sword of Justice. Yeah, okay, and that's a couple things. They're watching, we're watching Trump get off of all of these court cases that they got him dead to rights. Absolutely dead to rights. The man is guilty as sin, and he is getting off with that. And that's pissing off a bunch of people, including yours truly. Did I mention this is for entertainment purposes only? And then to Dave's point is they know. The sun is shining on this. They know what has happened. Current energy. Yeah, 5 of Cups. They're feeling bad. They're all mopey about what's going on. They're not happy. They're dissatisfied. But we need to grow a pair. Come on, guys. Give me I don't know what
lost the president, the Senate, and the House, but at least the House is close, and the Senate might be divided.
Well, the Senate tends to be a more deliberative body.
Yeah. We got to move past that.
Yeah, exactly. Overarching energy is the 4 of Cups. Right. Once again, it's just they're not happy with the options that they're being faced. They lost all 3 branches, but you've got this offer coming out there. It's like, you could grow a pair. I could grow a pair. Yes, you can totally
show
grow
some
a pair.
Courage.
Yeah.
You show some backbone and say, this is not acceptable. Will they?
Let's see. Overarching energy is the Magician. You can manifest this.
Yep.
You can show how the results were manipulated. You can create a new Democrat here. One with a pair. Mm-hmm. Outcome card.
Holding my breath.
Here, let me pause.
Not holding my breath on this one.
Oh my gosh. 7 of Cups. Now there's an outcome card.
Yeah. Integrity versus delusions.
Yeah.
Are you deluding? Oh, maybe the Congress can work together to push against this. That's delusional.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's integrity.
Election integrity.
We don't want to look like the crazy people saying that the election was stolen.
Right. But if it was.
Yeah, you can prove it.
Yeah.
You've got the ability to prove it. And maybe they're thinking, well, they won't believe us. This is current energy, folks. This is not the end of the day. Right now, I'm not saying that was a great card for saying you're going to grow a pair. This would have been a much better card for growing a pair. Anything? What's underneath that one? Queen of Cups. Keep it under motion. Yeah, no, I think right now they're looking like a traditional Democrat and saying, "Oh, we'll just sort of work together with the Republicans and we'll work our way through this."
I'm not excited by this. This annoys me.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
For those
about
saying,
this
"Oh, you," if I don't see the cards shuffled, it means you've stacked the deck, or you're biased. Yeah, I'm biased, but in this case, clearly we didn't stack the deck well enough.
No, yeah, we're biased for
I'm not getting the answer I want to see.
Yeah, representative democracy. We're definitely biased towards that, right? Current energy looks like they don't want to grow a pair. They know that they need to. They have the evidence to do it, but there's like Dave said, there's probably two factions: one that want to grow a pair, and the other that want to be nice and cooperate and just do things like they always used to.
What will it take for them to grow a pair?
There you go.
I want to look at the energy. What's it going to take for them to finally hit that? They have to work together. They have to agree to it. Whether it's the economy or something, there has to be an agreement. There has to be either show the conspiracy, or you've got to get enough people. This almost looks like the resistance. It's like, okay, we can't prove it, but we'll provide the resistance. What is it going to take? You got to fight. 4 of Cups. All right. Yeah. Underneath it all is the Knight of Pentacles. You got to go forward and express your values. And, in some ways, you've got to find like-minded people to agree with it. This is distasteful for the Democrats. They don't want to come across in a devilish way that they're stealing the election.
They don't want to be like Trump in 2020.
Right.
That is their big concern.
In some ways, that's why, although that's really forward-looking, all the stuff Trump did in 2020 helped set up 2024.
Yeah.
You're going to have to fight. Fight. Show some passion. Don't accept the results. Keep pushing and digging for looking at the you basically have to show there was a conspiracy and a plan going forward here. You don't accept the results. You're going to fight those in court. You're going to be passionate about that. You're not going to let the devil win. That's basically what you have to do.
That's what it's going to take.
That's what it's going to take. Do they have that? I don't know.
Right now, current energy would suggest that they might not have that yet.
Yeah, who's in charge? It really depends on who's in charge. If they had a Liz Cheney-like person in the Democratic Party, she wouldn't take that laying down for a second. Hell no.
It's funny because you would think Kamala Harris is that person.
Kamala Harris is that person.
Come on, Kamala, seriously.
Yeah. No, the people that worked in her office say how tough she is. She's really difficult to work on because she holds people to a really, really high standard. She has high expectations. She wants good quality work. I imagine she wants it done really quickly and
thoroughly,
right. So that she can. No, her job is to drive that thing forward as hard and fast as possible. This is a court case. Yeah. She's an attorney. She's a district attorney. She's an attorney general. Yeah. She's a senator. Yeah. Good Lord, you couldn't have asked for a person to drive this thing harder than her.
Yep. And, for Cash Peter's video, if we're going to get this train back onto platform 1, we got to push it off of platform 4 and push it, back to the switching station and put it back on track for platform 1. You guys, Democrats, you got to grow a pair.
Nothing else.
I think that's going to be the title of this video. Will the Democrats grow a pair? Thank you so much for watching. I wish we had a better outcome on that.
Yeah, me too. But, again, not every time. We're not right all the time. And that's the energy now as of, was it December 1st?
December 1st.
December 1st.
3 o'clock.
Better change by December 5th.
Exactly. All right, folks, have a wonderful day. If you like this, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. I read them all. I respond to as many as I can.
All right, take care.
And we give you one thing that no other tarot...
Not David?
No, we give you 2 things that no other tarot channel gives you. We give you Not David, and Not David says, this is the card that he would like you to know.
He was upside down.
He was.
Shake all the coins out of his...
King of Pentacles. Those big things of value. Let's value our democracy.
Bye.